Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us on this beautiful day. You're in for some beautiful jazz. My name is Donna Hagigat. I am the Chief Development Officer here at the library, and I'm thrilled to welcome you today. This is the 14th of 16 free performances in our Baby Grand Jazz series, and we're delighted you're here today. Take a moment now to silence your cell phones so we don't interrupt this wonderful jazz we're about to hear. And just to let you know, in case we ever had an emergency, if you're here on the ground floor with me, the exits are behind you. And if there was trouble on the upstairs floor, library staff would be happy to direct you. We want to thank the Charles Command Foundation for their generous support in making the Baby Grand Jazz series possible. Truly, we wouldn't be able to bring this series to you were it not for their generous support. We also want to thank the Hartford Jazz Society for their support, and WWUH 9.13, and of course many others. Today we have with us again Jeff Wieselberg. Jeff has been a musician since the age of 9. He was the founding member of two popular bands, Clockwork and the Riverside Drivers, and he's been performing solo and with smaller groups for the past 30 years. Jeff has actually met both John Lennon and George Harrison. And he would like to have met Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, but he doesn't want to jinx them. So with Jeff today is Paul DeMaio. He's on guitar, and Tim Reed on bass. And so welcome, Jeff Wieselberg.
Thank you. Those boys will be out in a minute. We have some special guests to do some stuff too. I'm just going to warm up a little bit with a quick little piano thing here, even though I should be warmed up because I already played for 3.5 hours today for a brunch. It's true. Timing it? Thank you very much. Mr. Tim Reed on the bass there. Mr. Paul DeMaio on the guitar. Now forgive me, I did silence my cell phone, but I just got a text from my daughter. I was going to do a little shout out anyway. Paul's daughter Jackie and my daughter Anna are roommates and friends. They are sophomores at the University of Delaware, and they just sent me a picture of themselves watching us on the live stream that's happening right now. Hi, girls. And the amazing thing also is Paul has his iPad here, so he's going to do that infinity thing. Paul's going to watch the stream on the iPad, so he'll be watching himself, watching himself, watching himself, watching himself.
honeybee fills with jealousy when there's you out with me. I
I don't blame them, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop inside, and I know the reason why. You're much sweeter, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. I don't buy sugar, you just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your conviction, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Mr. DeMaio. Sugar, you just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. On the avenue, people look at you, and I know just why they do. Your conviction, goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose, honeysuckle rose. Honeysuckle rose. Thank you. Thank you very much. Slow it down here with a beautiful ballad. The Muffin Man. Kind of love to last past Saturday nights. I'd like to know it's more than love at first sight. I want a Sunday kind of love. That's what you want, isn't it, Harry? I want a love that's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody to care. I'm on a lonely road that leads me nowhere. I want a Sunday kind of love. Woo-hoo. I do my Sunday dreaming and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every single day. I'm hoping to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My arms need someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays are cold. A love for all my life to have and to hold. I want a Sunday, Sunday, Sunday kind of love. Sunday dreaming, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I'm hoping to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My arms need someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays are cold. A love for all my life to have and to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a Sunday kind of love, yeah, yeah. I want a Sunday kind of love. Thank you. Thank you. Well, he can't adjust the volume. It's just. We can unplug them. All right, I got a little piano solo here to do for my friend Steve Johnson. So, as Donna was nice enough to say, we have to thank WWUH. Normally, Maurice Robinson would be here, but he's at another jazz event this afternoon over at the Hartford Club. And we thank the Charles Command Foundation and the Hartford Jazz Society. Now, the connection with the Charles Command Foundation, they are funding this whole process. And I had a friend named Steve Johnson who we dedicated some of these concerts to, and last year the whole series was dedicated to Steve. Unfortunately, Steve died a few years ago, and he was the one who introduced me to Promote, and he's the one who got me involved here in this series, and it's a great honor to be participating for not the first time, but I've been here several times. And I wrote this little thing for Steve called Waltz for Stevie J. It's a waltz, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 1. Short and sweet today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and now one of our special guests is going to come up. I'm sorry, I'll back up for a second. I mentioned Steve Johnson. Do we have any members of his family and friends here? Because I don't even know some of those folks. You were a good buddy of his, right? You're not your friend, not okay. I think we might have some of his family here too, but I'm not sure. But Steve was a beautiful character. I also meant to have a wine glass on the piano in his honor because it was wine, women, and song. But that's all right. We have song, we have women, and our good buddy, Mr. Dana P. Aldrich.
You want me to whine a little bit?
Sure. Mr. Dana P. Aldrich, my brother from another mother, and he's a mother himself, is going to play a little bit of harmonica with us now on a classic blues piece by Mr. Avery Parrish. It's called After Hours. Give us all each a little room. Now, since I mentioned WWH, I will also say WWH has jazz in the mornings, weekdays, from 9 a.m. to noon, and again from 9 p.m. to midnight. The Friday morning DJ is a gentleman named Walt Miskin. I don't know Walt, but he uses this piece, a great version of this piece, as his sign-off piece every Friday. So the last thing you hear right before noon on Fridays is After Hours, classic version by Dizzy Gillespie, Sonny Stitt, and Sonny Rollins. So I'm starting this off on the piano, and then
harmonica song.
Mr. Dana P. Aldrich on the harmonica, Mr. Paul DeMaio on the guitar, Mr. Tim Reed on the bass, and I will mention now our good friend Jill Stevens, standing up top there, was married to another dearly missed jazz musician friend of mine and ours, who many of you might know, and his name was and is George Stevens. And Tim is playing a custom-made 6-string Warrior bass that was made for George. That was George's bass. Oh, Paul went to high school with George. That's right. So thank you for letting him play the bass today. And all right, this next song that Dana's going to play on, we got a Ray Charles song here. It's called Hallelujah, I Love Her So, with a little bit of a New Orleans style intro, Professor Longhair style. So we're doing it in a different rhythm than it's normally done. And it goes not something like this, but exactly like this. If you can whistle, this is a good tune to whistle. Tell you about a girl I know. She is my baby and she lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, she brings my coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, that's why I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. When when I'm in trouble and I have no friends, I know she'll stay with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say she told me so. That's why I know. That's why I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. If I call her on the telephone and tell her that I'm here all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, when there's nobody else around, she kisses me, holds me tight, and tells me, darling, everything's alright. That's why I know. That's why I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. You boys go. Telephone and tell her that I'm here all alone. By the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, when there's nobody else around, she kisses me, holds me tight, and tells me, darling, everything's alright. That's why I know. That's why I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. That's why I know. That's why I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Hallelujah, I just love her so. All right. Thank you. Dana, stay here for a second. The gentleman who showed up with the percussion, that's Mr. Mark Saunders, who's an old friend of ours, and he was in both of those bands that were mentioned earlier that I was in, the Riverside Drivers and Clockwork. We were in both those bands together. Now it's time for the sing-along portion. You hold on to that. You got that B-flat harp, Dana, right? Okay. Our good friend Susie, right here in the front row in the pink, is celebrating her birthday. Won't you help us sing happy birthday to her? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy birthday to you. Now thank you very much. Now she likes the blues, so we want to do it slightly more bluesy for her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Mark. Okay. Well, how are we doing on time? All right, we're doing all right. This is a little piece from Mr. John Coltrane, a little minor blues. Look, our friend Maurice made it. Weren't you over at the Hartford Club? No. Why not? Okay, you were taking pictures in the park and tended to the garden. All right. Thank you very much. Nice solos. Next tune is by Mr. Michael Franks. It's called Popsicle Toes. I'm trying to slow myself down. I know I have been talking fast, Well, we were discussing our set list, and we had a lot of music we're trying to squeeze in, or have a lot of music we're trying to squeeze in, and we're afraid we're going to run out of time for all these tunes. So tried to do some shorter versions of the tunes and just speak very, 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 very fast. When God gave out rhythm, it sure was good to you. You can add, subtract, multiply, and divide by 2. I know today's your birthday. I did not buy no rose, but I wrote this song instead, and I called it Popsicle Toes. Popsicle Toes. Popsicle toes are always froze. Popsicle toes, you're so brave to expose popsicle toes. Must have been Miss Pennsylvania. Well, all this pulchritude, how come you always load your Pentax when I'm in the nude? We ought to have a birthday party, and you can wear your birthday clothes, and we can hit the floor and go explore your popsicle toes. Nicest North America this sailor ever saw. I'd like to feel your warm Brazil and touch your Panama, but your Tierra del Fuegos are nearly always froze. We gotta seesaw till we unthaw those popsicle toes. Popsicle toes. Popsicle toes are always froze. Popsicle toes, you're so brave to expose all those popsicle toes. Popsicle toes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice guitar solos at the end. I know some of you might know Paul from the band Street Temperature, not an original member, right? But for many decades already. Well, decades? I don't know. That's right. I'll also mention, you know, this show is being recorded and streamed live on the internet at the moment, and it will. I believe that all the shows from this season will be on YouTube, so that, and the past shows are already on YouTube, so you can watch any of the Baby Grand Jazz concert shows this season on YouTube forever. Now, when you're on YouTube, you might also want to do a search for an old Street Temperature clip. You can see Paul with his mullet. When was that? In the early 80s, probably, yeah. Some classic screaming guitar solos and awesome haircut. These boys are sitting out for one more short little original instrumental. It's called Tryon Street. Short and sweet. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, she's right behind me. Our good friend, Denise Lowit. Well, she's actually my good friend, but Paul's never met Denise, right? Have you? Yes.
I have.
Denise is going to sing a song that I've sung here in the past. Yes, I don't think it'll move a little. It won't move too far, so I don't know exactly what you want to sing. You could probably use either of them, or you can use mine. Here. Why don't you just take mine? I'm not singing this song. Go out and sit on some gentleman's lap and sing it.
You don't have to ask me twice. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi. I know, but you know. I'm having a hard time remembering the words because of that song Popsicle Toes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I can help you with these if you're close, but whatever.
No, I know what the words are. Put your hand to me, and then you say hello, and I can hardly breathe. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, no, you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night and longs to kiss your lips. I want to hold you tight. To you I'm just a friend. That's all I've ever been. No, you don't know me. For I never knew with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by on a chance that you might love me too. You took your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside that lucky guy. Oh no, you'll never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me. Never knew the art of making love, but my heart aches with love just for you. I'm afraid and I'm shy, but I let my chance go by. A chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside that lucky guy. Oh no, you'll never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me. No, no, you'll never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me.
You did it. Don't you wish you could drop the words in there? Okay.
Thank you, Denise. All right, Donna, can we do one and then you can just, oh, no, whatever, go ahead. Okay, we got one. The gentleman in the front row here in the dapper black suit and the nice tie is our good friend John Brighenti, who has performed here at the Baby Grand Jazz Series several times. And what he's going to do now, he's indulging us. This is really beneath him. However, I talked about my good friend Steve Johnson before, that we were dedicating much of this to. Now, something that Steve and I used to like to do, because he played the piano and the guitar, we would do a four-handed piano thing, just kind of jam in a little bit. And last year I had another friend named Brandon come up and he did it with me. And today John is going to indulge us and we're just going to do a little four-handed fun piano thing for a couple of short minutes here. I know, you can't resist making that joke. Who's going to be on the top and who's going to be on the bottom? Okay. Mr. John Brighenti. Donna has the floor.
Thank you. I think we just witnessed a new form of jazzercise. I like that. That was pretty cool. So this has been wonderful, and of course Jeff and his friends, I'm sure, have another wonderful song for us. But before we conclude, I wanted to let you know that next week we have Sunny and Pearly with us next week for the jazz series, so be sure and come early for that as well. Following today's performance, wanted to let you know that we have exhibits on the main floor, the Way We Worked exhibit that's on loan from the Smithsonian, and on the third floor, the Connecticut Women's Hall of Fame exhibit. I also wanted to let you know, well, who here has husky fever? Who's, woohoo, right? Yeah? Really exciting. And I wanted to let you know that here at the library, we have the equivalent of what the men's team has done. We're like in the equivalent of the Final Four for museums and libraries. For the second year in a row, the library is the 2014 finalist for the National Medal. And we won't find out until next month if we're going to win. But we're really excited about that because it's sort of like the equivalent, right? And I just want to tell you one story about why we have gotten to that level. We're the only library to be nominated 2 years in a row. And one story I heard yesterday I want to share with you. How many of you get our newsletter, our e-newsletter every week? If you don't, come and see our volunteers at the main table and they can sign you up. But if you have, you've seen the adorable little dog named Gizmo. And he comes to the library twice a month and has children read to him. And one story that I heard yesterday was the owner of Gizmo was saying that one time the little child was reading, a little boy was reading to her, and she heard the mom kind of in the corner crying, and she said, "Why are you crying?" And she said, "You know, this is the first time my son has read aloud since his teacher had told him that he didn't do well, he wasn't well prepared when he read aloud." So when we offer children these opportunities to read without consciousness to an adorable little dog, we're changing lives here at the library. If you can support that, we have a donation box upstairs. We'd welcome your support, and we would thank you for your support. So on with the show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Donna. So Donna was nice enough in the introduction to say that was true that I did meet John Lennon and George Harrison, shook both their hands and met them, and I have avoided meeting Paul and Ringo because I don't want to jinx them. And the other thing I wanted to point out was last year in the introduction for myself, it was stated that I hope to have my first CD out before I'm eligible for Social Security, and that as my friends pointed out, that window is rapidly closing. And I had hoped to have a bunch of CDs at a table to sell, but I have nothing to sell. However, when we are done, if you'd like to, anybody would like to come up and give me your email address, if you want to get on my email list, I'll just send you that's right. Who said just throw money? Whatever. Okay. We thank all our guests. Denise Lowit for singing. Mark Saunders for his percussiveness and political correctness and environmental consciousness. Mr. John Brighenti for playing the piano. Maurice, you got your shout out before. Maurice Robertson, WWH. Susie, the birthday girl. Jill, the loner or whatever of the amazing bass. Our good friend Pramod, who runs the whole thing. Did I forget anybody? Dana, my brother, Dana, Mr. Dana P. Aldrich, on the harmonica, and of course Mr. Paul DeMaio on the guitar, and Mr. Tim Reed on the bass. And now we'd like to do a little song. It does include one bad word. It starts with a G and it ends with an M. I know there are children present. We'll see what happens. Maurice, I know you know this tune. We'll dedicate this one to anybody who went to church today. How's that percussion? Another night, another love. Pushing on, we push and shove. Possession is the motivation that is hanging up the goddamn nation. Looks like we always end up in a rut, trying to make it real compared to what everybody now, yeah. Slaughterhouses are killing hogs, twisted children killing frogs, poor dumb rednecks are rolling logs, tired old ladies kissing dogs. I hate the human love, that stinking mud. I can't stand it, trying to make it real compared to what? Come on, baby, now. The president, he's got his war. Folks don't know just what it's for. Nobody gives us a rhyme or reason. You have one doubt, you call it treason. With chicken feathers on without one nut. Goddamn, trying to make it real compared to what? Sock it to me now, yeah. Church on Sunday, sleeping on, trying to duck the wrath of God. Preachers filling us with fright, all trying to tell us what they think is right. You really got to be some kind of nut. I can't use it, trying to make it real compared to what going on. Where's that bee and where's my money? Where's my garden? Where's my money? On real values, crass distortions, on with mothers need abortions. Kinda brings to mind old young King Tut. He did it now, trying to make it real compared to what? Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Jeff Wieselberg.
Thank you so much.